For all of you that got my maple nuts for Christmas, I'm going to give you my secret recipe on how to make delicious maple nuts. Okay, so today with the maple nuts, we're going to need 2 cups of pecans, and we're going to need 1/2 cup of real maple syrup, and just a pinch of sea salt. All right, and we're going to go ahead and take the ingredients over to the stove. Okay, go ahead and put your stove on medium. Put your pecans in the pan. You're going to continually stir your pan with the nuts. Otherwise, you're going to burn your nuts. And this is going to take only about 5 minutes to lightly toast the nuts before you put in the maple syrup. This is one of those recipes that you do not want to walk away from the stove whatsoever, because it goes very, very quickly. What we're going to do now is we're going to make sure that the nuts are completely evenly coated with the syrup. What we're going to do is we're going to let all of the moisture evaporate from your pan. And as it evaporates, the maple syrup is going to crystallize onto the nuts. If your syrup isn't boiling, go ahead and turn the stove on a little higher. Every stove is slightly different, so you can turn it up, but just make sure you do not walk away from the pan. And depending on how big a batch you have, it could take 10 to 15 minutes if you make a bigger batch. You can see that the liquid is starting to evaporate. Continue to stir it because you don't want the maple syrup to burn because it is sugar. You can see now that the liquid is quickly evaporating. The nuts are going to clump together, but that's okay because we'll break them apart once they cool. Stirring it, you don't want it to burn. It's going to be sticky now. You can see on these nuts that they're starting to crystallize and they're starting to clump together. Now the trick is to completely get rid of the moisture. So you got this crusty, sugary crust on the pecans. And at this point, by stirring them constantly, it'll prevent them from forming one big clump. That way you can have smaller bites. At this point, you can go ahead and shut off your stove. You don't want it to burn. And you see how it's formed this little crystal? This is when it's still slightly damp. You'll want to come over, get your salt, and then just a little pinch sprinkle on there to give it that little salty sweet flavor. Just 2 little pinches. And that's it. You'll see that there's the sugary maple all in the cracks of the nuts. There you go. Now you want to take it off the stove so it doesn't burn. Now at this point we want it to cool, but it's already, and then you can put it in a dish to cool, or you can put it in a sheet pan to cool. It's up to you. I'm going to save a step and just put it right into your bowl. You're not going to want to serve this right away. There you go. With 3 ingredients, and you're gonna be.
That's all right, pause for a second. Get yourself together.
Okay, everybody. So today we're gonna make maple nuts for you.
Okay.
Okay, hang on a second. Put them in a salad or eat it plain, but let me know what you think.